Karters channel, and we're here with Mike Burrell from ROK Cup USA. Mike, thanks for joining us here this weekend at ROK Sonoma.
It's awesome atmosphere, great number of Karters. Just everybody's having fun. It's a relaxed atmosphere. The weather's incredible. So excited to be here.
Yeah, the weather is a little bit warm for Northern California, especially in Sonoma, but
it's a dry heat.
It's a dry heat. Yeah, that's always the thing. So thank you for joining us here at ROK Sonoma. We do appreciate it. So tell everyone, why are you here?
I'm just here to see the growth in this club and ROK Sonoma out here. Callie's done a great job with Steve Cameron, and they're growing out here. They're growing quick. They got a good program going. Everybody seems pretty happy. So we're just kind of seeing what's getting ready, and we're getting ready to come out here in September for the Rockfest. It'll be a ROK Sonoma race that we're just branding with some extra prizes for Vegas and 2024. So just coming out here to get ready for that too.
That sounds good. So again, thanks for coming out, and we appreciate the surprise visit. And you mentioned supporting the local series out here. I heard we were right around 100 entries.
Yeah.
So we're almost 20 more entries than the last event.
Yeah, and that considering the growth over the past year, that credit all goes to Callie and the staff out here. They're working really hard to promote the sport, promote ROK, promote karting in general down. Whenever Sonoma track has something going on, they got displays down there. They're taking a bunch of kids and they're instituting some programs with teams up here like Ron and some of the other teams where new karters can come out and try it before they buy it. And this is really growing the sport. I mean, I think Callie said they got about 45 people on the list looking to buy karts.
Yeah, we have seen a higher interest here over the past few months, so that's been very good. And like you said, they are doing the networking within the racing community down the hill and bringing people up. So we can't ignore the Speed Sense team.
No.
So we have Ron White in the background. I wanted to really have the semi in the background because Ron's done a great job over the past few years of just busting his ass and really growing his program pretty much out of the Sonoma track. We also have Gary Carlton, GFC Racing. Speed Sense is here, one of your OTK dealers. So you got to be happy with their growth. Their tent is full. Looked like they had probably, 20 drivers under the tent?
20 drivers, all on VLR and everything, and some minis. And, I guess Ron's got a bunch of the shifter guys. The Masters or Seniors Master Shifter out here with the Shifter Limited, I think they're calling it.
Yep.
The Restrictor is growing like gangbusters. It's awesome to see those guys get back into the sport that were out of it because it was just a little too much work, a little too much expense. So just putting that little restrictor on there, they're growing that class with, I think it's 15 karts this weekend.
Yeah, and that was one of Steve Cameron's idea a few years ago, where, again, let's call them gentlemen racers, right? Yeah. They're older guys that need to go to work on Monday, and
you can't go with broken ribs.
That's right. That's exactly it. That class has been extremely competitive, and it's been growing, at least the past couple of years. And so that was a ROK Limited. So those that don't know, it is an exhaust restrictor. Same exact package as ROK Shifter or Master ROK Shifter. So let's talk about the ROK Sonoma in September and Rockfest West.
ROK Vegas in October. Winners will get a full ride entry. So tires, fuel, everything. I think we got maybe second place. I'm not 100% sure what second place is, but it might be the entry without the tires, or vice versa, the tires without the entry. Can't remember which. Yep.
6 weeks later is going to be Vegas.
And everybody's telling me this is a pretty low grip track, so I'm going to be a lot like the parking lot in Vegas.
Traditionally, yeah. And so I think it'll be good. So we talked about Rockfest West, so I'm going to put you on the spot. You're already smiling. Rockfest East.
How we wanted that to happen really bad up there in New York. Pre-entries were really slow. It's just there's so much karting, especially out east and northeast and in Canada. It's just hard to get it together. And we really wanted it to happen, but not this year, maybe next.
Yeah, and you and I were talking yesterday a little bit about the finances. Do you want to go into that a little bit to the average karter on
Yeah, I mean,
some of those issues?
we have to make it work for us financially, and you know that race had so few pre-entries that we were afraid we were going to lose 5 figures, high 5 figures of money in that race, and it's just we have to be financially smart. We are like everybody else, like Ron, like everybody in Sonoma, everybody else. We're a business too.
So if a series such as yourself, you guys lose $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 on one weekend, where does that money not go for future projects? What are some of those projects you have on the whiteboard that
Secret.
that's a secret?
Nah, have fun again. I mean, we don't need to be here, so we got to keep it fun, and more money we have for.
Very good. And many times he's dove into the whole pre-entry thing, so we don't need to rehash it. To their barometer on, is there interest for us to put an event on?
You got that. Get them in, get the pre-entries in, or at least be bugging us with questions, ideas. Just so we. It's not all automatic, and when you don't see anything going on, maybe this.
Yeah, so really, weekends, and as racers, it's up to us to show up and support them and start with a pre-entry.
Yep, we're all in it together. Sure.
So when we have a bigger event, let's say you have 100 entries for these Rockfest type events, how long ahead of time do you need to order tires, order fuel? Figure out the logistics to get that to each event?
It's at least about 3 weeks. So, about 3 weeks, ship tires and, order the fuel, and because it comes from Sunoco, and, it might not have, 300 cans in one area or something. So, you need a good solid 3 weeks to plan an event.
Yeah.
Logistics towards the end there.
And I know for some of our racing communities and teams out there that are actually really good planners, we understand that there are airline cancellations, there are book cancellations, and even for your deal, you guys have the same costs.
Yeah.
And absolutely. I know you guys are very aware.
Yeah. We're bringing 30 people to Florida Winter Tour races. If, something would cancel or whatever, that's a lot of money.
30 people is your staff.
Yeah.
Wow.
To do a national level event, more for Vegas.
Yeah, and I think a lot, even myself, I'm kind of in the background here at ROK Sonoma, and I don't think I've ever really sat there to look to see how many people we actually have on staff for this event, but we're probably pushing 20.
Yeah, you're probably close to 15 or 20 here, and you're going to average it out for the number of entries you have and the type of event you're doing, and it comes out to about one person for every 6 entries. It's kind of the magic formula, or not magic formula, but what I've been seeing in our numbers, and at that point, you're talking pretty decent money.
Yeah, that's a big crew. Well, we definitely appreciate you being out here. Is there anything you want to address or wrap up this short little segment with?
Nah, just we're looking forward to seeing everybody out here for Rockfest West in mid-September, and then Vegas in October.
All right. Well, thank you for your time, Mike.
Thanks, Ed.